Just trying to
Sick
mute
Aura is
myself.
back up in the building.
Sick aura. Yeah, yeah, sick aura. 1 second. Oh, I need to
Oh,
do that. I
Lashard,
need to make sure I can see the
what
chat.
about
Oh,
the IG chat?
you said Sakura?
Oh no, I was talking to Lashard. You're good.
Oh, oh, oh. Hey, Graham. See, I remember always how to pronounce your name now. Graham. Okay, 1 second. So let's see. I'm just trying to make sure. Because, like I said,
Nice.
even though we had some submissions, I didn't see those people yet. Oh, wait, I see somebody. Okay, good, good. All right, so I know who we can start with. All right, let me send that one to you. 1 second. What am I doing? Oh, here it is. My drafts.
We're doing it all.
I was like, what am I doing? I was like, wait a minute, where am I going to? And then I was like, oh, it's in the drafts. Okay, so I'm gonna send you this one. Link to submit. I'll put the link in the chat, but it is thecartestlive.com to be very enunciated.
Oh, Lashard, you want to do like maybe like a create story post and just with text and just say we're live? Cool. Or will it let you now that I'm live?
Thecartestlive.com. I think I don't know. I don't think I can pin it on my end, but maybe if y'all were able to pin my comment like to the YouTube chat and Instagram, y'all could pin thecartestlive.com. Okay. And let's see. So, yes, you head to thecartestlive.com. Again, hey, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Today's Monday, new day, new week. Great things. So, let's see. And yes, it's thecartestlive.com. Let me just check what's going on with Instagram right quick. Let's see. Yes, thecartestlive.com. And then if I guess if Lashard he's able to pin that comment, thecartestlive.com to IG, and then pin it also to YouTube.
Lashard,
When he has a chance, yeah. But I'll keep repeating it.
She wants to pin her comment in the chat, but I don't see
Like
where.
in the YouTube chat, or you can pin your own chat. Pin your own comment, thecartestlive.com on YouTube and Instagram and the other platforms.
Where?
Okay. So yes, thecartestlive.com. This is where you'll be able to submit your music for a chance to receive feedback from Curtis himself. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for showing up again. We appreciate y'all, and for new people, thank you. So yes. Did you want to get started now, or you want to give another moment?
Let's give it like 1 second.
Like 1 more minute? Okay. Yeah. So again, this gives everybody some opportunity to just, the opportunity to still submit. So again, thecartestlive.com. You'll fill out your information, like your name, what feedback you're looking for. And see the notifications. It might take a little moment, but like, yeah, people will get pretty much notified that you're going live, and then they'll. That might be me. I heard double.
No, you're good. That was me. You're good.
I was like, oh no. Okay. And yeah, so you'll be able to submit again your music for potential feedback from Curtis. We get to choose a few from you guys today. Hey Shay, I see you. I always hope I pronounce your name right. We always, out here. Thecartestlive.com. Clee proofreading. Yeah, like put THE. Thecartestlive.com. We trying to see if your record good for the car or not for the whip. I'm trying to see if it's good for the streets.
I want to know. I want to know if anybody joined me in this pizza party.
Yo, I'm so. I can't believe I forgot, and I just had pizza like the other day.
That's what I want to know. I got some pizza. It's from this place called Lenzini's. Never tried it.
Lenzini's. He's gonna be the tough critic. That should be like your separate like IG, like another IG account.
However this pizza tastes is how well I'm gonna critique all these
oh
records.
No, that you're gonna be like harsher. Okay.
I see Sai.
From Instagram, who is Boy Wonder? He said, "Damn, forgot about the pizza party."
Okay, so that's not the right link then.
Okay.
Say what?
So let wrong YouTube. Hold on one second. Oh, I think I have to. Oh, I have to do the new one, huh? I think I know why. Because you said the other one ended. Just give me a second. I'm gonna send you another one because you said that one ended. Just give me a sec. Head to the cartestlive.com and just be participate in the chat. Like I always say, bring good vibes. Yeah, and we are here. We're just allowing y'all to submit y'all music, and we're just getting a little bit together here. 1 second. Okay, so I think I sent the newer YouTube link now. Okay. Let's see. And I see y'all. Yep, I see the list is filling up. Y'all are submitting y'all music, which is great. Thank you so much. Because this is also a great opportunity for y'all to obviously receive feedback that I think can really help you out in the future. Curtis is amazing. If you've ever heard, I've learned so much already just hearing about frequencies and all kinds of things. Now my ears are different. I don't hear music the same. I don't hear voices the same. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
you don't want to hear voices, you know.
Like I don't want to hear anything. Even when someone's joking around sometimes and they make their voice sound bad, I'm like, please stop. I feel like, please stop.
Yeah, no, I seen this. We rocking with pineapple on pizza, and we are definitely not rocking with pineapple on pizza over here.
Oh, that's what they put on. Well, you told them to like or surprise you or something.
No, no, no. They were just asking because it's like a
Oh,
big. That's
oh.
always like a big debate. Like some people say pineapple has no purpose on pizza. I'm one of those people, but mainly because I don't really like pineapple.
I love pineapple, but yeah, that's funny because I actually have pineapple juice right now. Hey, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
pineapples and pizza. Always blurry.
Yeah. No, my pizza has pepperoni and bacon on it. Just so you
Yeah,
guys know.
bacon pancakes, making bacon bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all know what it is. Bacon pancakes, making ba- y'all drop some bacon emojis and some pancake emojis.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm in still the I just realized I'm not even still in the
You're in the other chat.
yeah, I just realized like I was like, yo, this chat ain't moving.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I was like, this chat is just stop.
I see Chicago.
Yay.
I see them shouting out Chicago pizza. I'm not a big sauce on top of cheese type of situation.
Mm-hmm. I don't even. So that's the crazy thing too. I mean, sometimes I'll have fish and stuff, but honestly, I'm actually like I'm kind of like vegetarian now. So, but it's funny. But nonetheless,
How are,
I see all the emojis though.
how are you kind of vegetarian?
Me, I should say, you know what I should, because sometimes I will have fish.
Okay, so you're pescatarian.
Yeah, you could say pescatarian.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But mainly, I usually still choose more foods. That's like, yeah,
I was like,
more
man, kind of
vegetarian.
vegetarian.
I know I say things all weird.
You
Yeah,
just
that's
decide
funny.
what day you're gonna be a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone said up here in
Oh,
Canada, pepperoni, bacon, and mushrooms is called the Canadian pizza. Who? Oh, V-Way said all lies. I'm not lying.
Bashard.
The Nightbot is just cutting y'all out. They don't like what y'all saying.
Yeah, the Nightbot is
Yeah,
it's botting.
it's botting. It is definitely botting. Okay, so we can get I think started right.
Sure can.
So let's see. It does it seem good to go so far?
I'm good to go whenever you wanna.
Okay, cool, perfect. So wait, did I send it already? No, I can't remember. Yes, I did. So we have first person on the list is the list is Alexa Ivy. So Alexa Ivy Music.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's get this downloaded. This is called Six Figures.
6 figures. And I saw it looks like they're on YouTube. So it might be switched back on IG. I'm not sure, but they are here. They would like mix production and vocal feedback.
Mixed production and vocal feedback. All right.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
We're gonna load this up real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the excuse me, the cartestlive.com. That's where you can submit your music for potential feedback from Curtis. We are choosing a few. Just please participate in the chat. Bring the good vibes. I will be looking to see who's, bringing the good vibes. And I'm trying to pick also some new people. I know some of y'all really show up. Y'all loyal, but I'm trying to make sure, we bring different people in to have an opportunity. Okay, and yes, so again, this is Alexa. Alexa, I saw was actually on on YouTube, and again, Alexa would like mix, production, and vocal feedback.
Okay, perfect. Do we have Alexa in the chat? Oh, I see her.
Alexa should be
I
right
see
in
her. I
front of
see
you.
her. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna give this a listen real quick.
Okay, y'all be good. Y'all be nice. Talk to her nice.
Met him at a bar, at a party nearby. At first I thought he's nice, maybe even a bit shy. But then he starts talking to me. 30 minutes long and I couldn't even say a word. Oh no, he's looking like trouble. Oh no, I'm not looking for a problem. He talked about his ex, then he tried to flex with a second-hand portion. Then he say he's making six figures, six figures, six figures. Just so you know, I am not tripping, baby. I like the money, but I also need a brain. I'm pretty sure he thinks that I'm supposed to be impressed. I don't think I can win his narcissistic argument. But then he asked if we could date. I think I should have left, but I never really got a chance. Oh no, he's looking like trouble. Oh no, I'm not looking for a problem. He talked about his friend, thought that this will end, but he kept talking on and said again he's making six figures, six figures, six figures. Just so you know, I am not tripping, baby. I like the money, but I also need a brain. Listen, I really figured out your game. Got one home, but you're right here with me. Careful who you oversharing with, 'cause you might be the topic of their next new hit. Six figures, six figures, six figures.
So yeah, I like the song. Vocally, it sounds really good. I like the songwriting and all that. I think the first thing that catches my attention is that like the clap and the clap is to the left, like all the way panned left. I think it works out for like the hi-hats and stuff. But I would like to hear the clap in the center where the kick is, so there's like more of an anchor point. So like the things that are on the sides feel like they're wider because we have more in the center to contrast it. I really like the use of the ad libs and the backgrounds and stuff, especially the panning. I feel like with the guitar moving around a little bit, panning wise, we kind of lose. It feels like there's like a hole in the mix, in the center where it's like just vocals there and everything else is kind of not in the middle. Beside that, and the kick, I feel like if the guitar didn't move so much, it would probably fill some of that. I see some people saying maybe add a pad or something like that. There is something missing out of the mid range. In the production, but that could be fixed with just the guitar not being moved around to the side so much. Or yeah, if you wanted to add a pad or something that's kind of like a background sound that kind of fills in that gap. I think that's really all I'm hearing. The vocals don't sound harsh. The vocals do sound a little on top for me. I don't know if that's because the clap is to the left, so like the kick is the only thing that's really like punching through the vocals. Maybe if the clap was in the middle and turned up a little bit, you would probably feel like the vocals were a little bit more submerged in the mix. But I really like the song. The song is great.
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, nice. That was great. I think I'm gonna take a little bite of a slice for that one there.
Um,
All right.
okay.
Oh, Lenzini's isn't bad. It's not the best ever, but it's not bad. I'm not mad.
Hey, okay. Do you think it makes a difference maybe because it's colder now or no?
I don't really mind pizza at any temperature.
Okay.
It's always good for me.
It's always good for you.
Yeah, actually, when it's like super hot is probably the only time. Like it tastes good, but it like burns your mouth and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's worse. It's the worst when you have like mozzarella cheese and you like are trying to get through the bite, but it just stays.
Just stays,
It
exactly.
just burns your whole mouth.
Well, she said, Alexa said, thank you for the detailed feedback.
Yeah, it was great. Good songwriting. Your vocals is very nice as far as like your performance and everything as well. So good job, Alexa.
And Alexa, if you want to drop your, handle like your IG or something in the chat, looks like some people are really, interested in,
Yeah,
next collabing.
yeah. Get your name out there. Tell people
Name out
what.
there. Get your name out there, girl. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tell people what your socials are. Tell them they
Yeah,
can check you out.
for sure.
Tell them to look out for six figures when this thing drops. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. Six figures. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So the next one
This,
we have.
he said doing the ha 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 to cool it off. Yeah, that's exactly. That's
I gotta eat it.
yep. That's what I do.
That's what I do.
I don't let it cool down.
Oh man. Okay. So up next we have. Let me just make sure I say names, but I want to make sure I send it to you. Okay. Next we have B-Way.
Okay.
Oh snap is B-Way.
All
Okay.
right. I'm gonna download this. It's called Never Three Times, and I
Yes.
believe the artist is Long Story.
Long story. Yes.
Yes, because
But and in the chat.
I've heard some records from Long Story.
Yes. Okay. And what you call it? So feedback. This song is released, but what can I do to improve on next time? Like for next time.
Okay. And is that are we in the chat with them? Is that for
Yeah, so
like
this is Oh Snap is B-Way on YouTube. You'll see like his icon is a green circle. It's like real bright.
so do we want what we can improve on mix wise? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, like what like maybe hearing it and you might be saying, hey, I know it's released, but like for next time, like your next release, what can you do better?
Well,
What can he do better?
first off, you can get some pizza. No, I'm just
Get some pizza, watch a movie.
get some pizza. You know, that's always the best way to start off a session.
Best way is to make sure you have some food before you get into this music.
Yeah, we forgot we didn't even do any movie quotes on the.
No, I didn't. No, you know what? I heard you mention the pizza. I was like, oh, he's probably gonna say that next. Yeah, some movie quotes.
I feel like we should try to see if somebody in the chat could post a movie quote. We'll see if we can guess where it's from.
I told you I'm terrible, but I would love to see you do it.
I mean, yeah, you threw one at me earlier. I mean, if you would have said the name, the second title of the name, I would have definitely.
Yeah, I got mixed up.
Yeah.
I messed them up.
I would have been on point with that one for sure. I love.
So
I love
guys,
that
the
movie.
quote is, "This isn't where I parked my car. Where is that? What movie is that from?" Yeah.
So
where is that from?
So this isn't where I parked my car.
This isn't where I parked my car. I gotta do that.
All right, we're
so
gonna.
up next, like we said, B-Way. Song's released, but what can he do to improve? Now that you heard it, or once you hear it, what can he do to improve for the next time?
Okay, bet. Let's give this a play. Everybody, think of your movie quotes in the meantime.
No, not do. Where's my car?
Nope.
Not do.
Hey,
Where's my car?
hey, I'm not gonna lie. That was the first thing that I said.
It seems that way, right?
I mean, it just made sense. It just made sense, you know.
I don't, unless it was also repeated in there, but
I
no,
mean-
but it's not. There we go. K Schools, you got it. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, Euro Trip.
K Schools.
If anybody hasn't seen Euro Trip, go peep that out and watch the human robot dance battle. It is amazing.
Yes, and don't have children around. So, yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Don't
please
do that. All right, let's give this a listen.
Okay. Yep. B-Way. It's you.
For me once, for me two. 3 times and I'm coming through. Hey, don't make me lose my cool. Mess around and find out you know what to do. For me once, for me two. 3 times and I'm coming through. Hey, don't make me lose my cool. Mess around and find out you know what to do.
I guess you really going through it. I wish I could help, but I can't. Honestly, the truth is, I already had other plans. I could, but I won't. I should, and I don't. Somebody needs to come get their man. I'm out with my family. I'm not mean, but I can be, and I hope y'all understand me. Oh snap, when I look back, I never lack, make it look easy. I'm out making moves and you on the couch watching TV. Tell me why I'm on my phone, all that I see is you being needy. Maybe you need to take a break, read the Bible and stop all the scheming. I don't have time for you. Look what you made me do. You're in my rear view. I can't even hear you. I need to be refunded. I know this ain't what you wanted. You lying, man, stop fronting. And you do it like it's nothing, yeah.
For me once, for me two. 3 times and I'm coming through. For me once, for me two. 3 times and I'm coming through. Hey, don't make me lose my cool. Mess around and find out you know what to do. For me once, for me two. 3 times and I'm coming through. Hey, don't make me lose my cool. Mess around and find out you know what to do.
Nice. I'm actually the songs that I've heard from Long Story are super fire. I think he is a dope artist. I feel like the mix sounds really good. For me, I feel like if I were to change anything, I would probably add some sort of saturation or color a little bit to the guitar, just so it kind of cut through a little bit more. It was like a little bit more present. Maybe something like the radiator from Sound Toys in parallel might work for something like that. Adding like a little bit of the treble to it in parallel might help on that one there. It's not like it's in the way or anything. I just would want to like hear it a little bit more. Otherwise, I really liked it. The low end sounded super fire. There's like that little kind of tone or like airy grit on the 808 sample itself. I like the way it sounds here, but if you are into like something that's like, you know, like super clean, I know hip hop and some R&B stuff, like we want some of that grit, so I like the grit, but you could do, get rid of some of that and make it a cleaner mix if you wanted to go that route, but I don't think it needs to go that route. I think it was done really well. I saw in the chat they said that Devon mastered this record. Is this the mix or is this the master after Devon mastered it? Let's see if B-Way can let me know.
So I would think this would be after it's already been mastered, if I'm not mistaken, because he said it's released.
Yeah, so this is I like the master because
the master.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. Mm-hmm.
So I like the master because it retains the dynamics. Like you could see the waveform itself. Like it's not like a flat waveform like hot dog style. I think we could probably push this another dB or so. I think it was hitting like somewhere around -10 or so. You could probably go like a dB or two and have it be a little bit louder, but that's more of a mastering note. I think just on the mixing side, if you added like a radiator that I was talking about in parallel, make sure you turn off the noise button so there's none of that kind of hiss sound. I feel like that might spread the guitar out like a tiny bit wider and make it a little more articulate with like some of the notes of the strums of the guitar. But I thought the vocal sounded good. I liked how the drums sounded. I thought it was good. I think it was a really good job, B-Way.
Yeah, shout out to B-Way.
Devon loves his transients. Yeah, no, we all love love transients. Right? I was like literally just working on a record and is a label record, and the demo that was sent to me was hitting at -4 LUFS. And like literally it was positive 1.3 RMS, which is insane to me. Completely no transients, nothing. And the client always wants the final to sound like their demo. So we had to do some things we don't really like to do. But I think we still retained a little bit of semi-transient sounding stuff. But yeah, it's refreshing to hear a master that allows the transients to come through, because that's kind of what gives you the depth in your mixes. If the master's like overly squashed, sometimes the depth gets lost between the vocals and the short transient bursts from the drums and things. But good job, B-Way.
Yeah, B-Way. And what did B-Way say? And he said he produced and mixed it.
Nice, yeah. The beat itself is super fire. Like I was saying, that texture that's on the 808, I'm a huge fan of. I only mentioned doing a clean version of it because that could just be a different option for a song. But I like the grit of it. I think it makes the record sound unique, especially in this case. And I've worked on a lot of records, that are guitar based with like that kind of trap drums and things. And this one doesn't sound the same as the others because of the little tonal things like that. So great job on the production as well there, B-Way.
Yeah, B-Way. He said, I'm not even going to read that.
What he say?
No, he just said, I like it dirty too.
Oh
He
yeah,
said, pause.
yeah. We all like it a little dirty, I see Jameek. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, Jameek.
He
Woo-hoo.
said -4. He said -4 is crazy. Yeah, it's intense, dude. And it's like if we don't reach like we got the master to -6, 7, and they're still like, yeah, I don't know if it's hitting the same. And it's like, yeah, it's hitting better. But also, people don't realize that, like, if you were to do something at -4 like that, when you go put that on streaming, they just turn it down. So all you're doing
I know.
yeah, you're just ruining your transients to tell people that yours is louder. But then when they go to play it, it's not going to be any louder on streaming than anybody
And what
else.
is it like Spotify when you do a certain setting, right? Doesn't it like there's some kind of loudness setting? Yeah.
All streaming platforms actually that I know of, even like Apple Music, like they'll default to where it levels out all of the songs to be the same volume, and then if you turn that off, you'll hear like the big differences in volume. But when it comes to like -4, like the loudest records that I see, like when somebody says -6 on something, like that's like one of the like loudest records that's going to be out there. So for me, with modern day and streaming and all of that, I don't think it's worth it to lose the transients. If people like the song and they need to turn their volume knob one more click up, like they're going to do it. You said a 6.2 bad at the loudest part. It just depends on the mix, really. Most likely, you're like if your kick is leading the charge on the low end, your kick's gonna get chopped down, and you might hear the kind of smearing of the kick at -6 too. But I've seen people get to -6 too, and it sounds clean. So just depends on the material. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So we have another one lined up for us, Anya.
Yes. So up next is Wonder. I don't know why that felt weird to say Wonder. Because I want to say Wander, but Wonder.
Okay. Wonder.
Wonder. He was on Instagram, but it looks like I think he migrated to YouTube, but it's okay.
Okay.
So anyway, the feedback from Wonder that he would like to receive from you is sample usage, beat comp, overall mix and master quality. Not looking for artists to hop on these beats. It's more, what do you say? It's more like short lo-fi ear candy in the same vein of producers like Knowledge and Jay Dilla.
Okay. And
hmm
for beat comp, are we talking about compression?
I was trying to figure out if that's what he meant.
I assume that's what's going on there.
Yeah. So sample usage it says, yeah, beat comp. Graham, I don't have music actually out right now. I have collabed with some people, but right now I'm kind of like working on my craft and I'm in the cocoon right now, figuring it out. Okay.
Alexa said, Anya, your voice is very soothing.
Thank you. I try.
It's like what was Howard Stern's co-host? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't know. I know, and yeah, I remember, but I don't know the name. I could look it up,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
you got that kind of vibe going on.
Hey, I'm gonna check it out later.
You got that radio voice. I be putting on the radio voice sometimes too. What was that?
Yeah.
What was the first one? Yo, girl, I want to buy you corn dog.
Oh, that's right. Yo, I want to buy you a corn dog. You gotta
Yeah.
speak with low voice.
Speaking of that, I haven't seen any people try to post a movie quote here, but we'll
No,
we'll let that rock.
they said both of y'all should do voiceovers and voice acting, bro. I think we could. I think we could. I really want to do that, but I want to do it like where I'm really comfortable to express, just go there like
I-
all the time with the emotions, you know?
But that's the thing is like when you do voiceover stuff, which I like, that would be a dream of mine, but like
Yeah.
you pretty much in the studio, like in the booth by yourself. There's
That's
a
what you do.
yeah,
Yeah.
like there's an engineer out there, but like you could just be wild
I
and
really want to
crazy.
do that though. Like I really want to, like for cartoons and stuff. I'm not even joking. Like I did want to do that.
Oh, for sure. That's been my dream for like, dude. If I could just get up and go to the studio and just like,
Hey, we gonna find a gig. We gonna
that's what I'm
we
saying.
gonna
Maybe we
find a
gotta.
major gig.
If there's any animators out there that want to create a cartoon, me and Anya will do the voiceovers.
Facts. I did audition for something like
Oh,
that. I didn't get it, but they was like, yeah. All right, let me make
shout
sure I
out,
focus on that. Yes.
shout out. Someone said the co-host was Robin. It was Robin Givens. Now that you just reminded me the name.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Yeah, if I'm really excited, then of course I'll be like very hyper and everything, but I'll be chill. I'm chill.
I mean, but that setting. You got to be chill. This is that
You gotta be chill.
It's that
You like
soothing
listen
hour.
to music. Your music. All right. So again, it's Wonder, sample usage, beat comp, overall mix and master quality. Again, not looking for artists to hop on these beats. It's more like short, lo-fi ear candy in the same vein of producers like Knowledge and Jay Dilla.
Perfect. J Dilla's it's big shoes to fill there. Let's give this a listen.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like the it does have a Dilla vibe. I like the sample choice. I like the switch ups. I feel like for this type of sound, and especially because like the bass line is not like a subby bass, I want to hear more weight in the kick itself. The snare like snaps through clean. The drum fill is real punchy. I think I would just want some weight out of the low end of the kick to kind of fill up that space that kind of like you feel in your chest when you're in the studio. I don't think it necessarily needs like a sub bass or anything. It's just that because the bass is not a subby bass, the kick needs a little bit more low end to kind of drive the record home there. But I like it. I'm always into the lo-fi type vibe stuff too. I'll be cleaning my house and stuff, the lo-fi playlists and all of that. I would definitely rock this at the house for sure. But yeah, I think that's pretty well. Let me check to see. Hold on real quick. Yeah, so the low end that I was talking about, I just did a little boost here at like 54 hertz or so. I think that kind of does what I was hoping it would do. It kind of like fills out more of the low end. You could do this better in the mix with the stems by themselves, but yeah, try adding somewhere around 50, 60 hertz to the kick to really get that to punch through and drive home. The kick is punchy, but it's punchy like the snare is. So you kind of want them to play off each other a little bit more. So if you get a little bit more boost in this 50 to 60 hertz region on the kick, it'll still punch through, but in a different way, so that the snare feels like it plays off the kick and not just kind of stagnant. But I really like the beat. The beat was fire. Let me put this back to default. Yeah, I see. Throw that knock sub on the kick. I see that. I can see that. I'm actually about to do that with this other mix I'm working on. did like one pass through of it, and it sounds pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna end up throwing knock on the kick as well. Love the lo-fi feedback. Everybody's telling Anya to pull up. I see this movie quote from Benom, and I have no idea what this movie quote is. Derek Brady, 2-track beats, tips. Use track spacer or like soothe or something to try to get the vocals to fit inside a little more instead of on top. All right, cool. So let's move this one. And then Anya, do you have another one on the list? Anya, did we lose you? Do. Hold on. Nice. All right. Sorry, Anya, I think I lost you on Zoom for a second. Are you still in the chat? Oh yeah, paid in full. I see. I got these cheeseburgers. It's definitely longest yard. You always got to protect the McNuggets. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next one. All right. So this is by Nitro, The Flash. It's called Plug In. And he just wants to know if it's ready. We about to find out if it's ready. All right. Okay. So it looks like there's definitely some limiting going on. Looks like there's still some good transients though. It's gonna be the loudest part of the song. All right, let's give this one a play and see what we got.
Check. It's Flash. Got that spirit in my body, muddy water in my cup. If you wanna come at me, little bitch, you know I'll turn you up. Got that nigga in the gang, got that nigga feeling on me. Yeah, you know I'm about to do that shit like I am fucking Ronnie. Got that bad bitches in a burger trying to twerk. If I have a baby mama, got a burger for a birth. I'm that nigga out here lurking for my motherfucking worth. Gotta show you what I got, baby, cause I done fucking hot in you. My baby, I might just drive you crazy. I pop up in a brand new whip, that new Mercedes. Might be lazy, but I am feeling great. Yeah, you know I got a stack of hoes all up on my plate. Like I'm really fucking good and got one woman on my mind. I just wanna fuck this one little bitch and fuck her from behind. Cause they get to fuck your mind, yeah, you know you're fucking mine. I just wanna do this shit forever, you know that I'll climb. Yeah, bro, look at me go now. Make it go down, make it hold down. I do this for the sun, you know that I'm the one. I treat it like a god, I shoot it fine. Bang, nigga, bang, still represent me. Still represent me.
All right, so just a few things on this. For one off rip, the kick in the low end could punch a lot more. I I see there was like somebody saying like it was harsh, but it's really the hi-hats. The hi-hats are what makes it sound harsh. I feel like the hi-hats are the loudest thing in this mix. So that like kind of harsh frequency is poking through. For me, like the clap, like on a production thing, I feel like the clap could probably like have a different sample. It sounds like a little dated, but even if you ran with that, it's kind of lost in the mix to where like the hi-hats are pretty on top of the clap. And without like the kick transient poking through, you kind of need the clap transient to definitely poke through. So I'd probably try to get some more punchiness out of the low end for sure. Bring the clap up a little bit. The hats could stay that loud. I would just maybe look in like the 6 to 10K region and maybe pull out like a sliver of something to kind of address a little bit of the harshness of it. The vocals for me were a little tucked in the mix to where they weren't really the main focus, which I would like to hear them as the main focus. And there might be a little like too much reverb wash on the vocal. You could probably tone that down or pull the tail back, so you're just getting like the space and not hearing the tail run into things. The only other thing was in this section right here, there's like ad libs and there's basically a couple vocals going on, and it's hard to focus on one. So let me play this part. So like that vocal is drastically louder than the other vocals, which makes me not listen to the other vocals, which I feel like they're actually saying stuff, so I'd kind of want to hear those more. The horns did sound good. I feel like once everything else is kind of tightened up and locked in, those horns will shine through even more. Like the actual tone and mix of the horns is cool, but they don't pop out quite like I would want them to add that emotion. But I think that's partially because of like the reverb tails and the hi-hats kind of taking your attention away from it a little bit. But yeah, I would just go back and rebalance the drums first, and then maybe on the kick, like it's hard to hear transient on the kick. Maybe mess with something like tape head or lo-fi, or knock one of those plugins to try to bring the transient out more of the kick. And then if the kick and the 808 are like kind of fighting with each other, maybe try to sidechain the bass to the kick, so when the kick hits, the bass kind of ducks, so you get that transient to poke through a little more. But yeah, otherwise that's pretty much all I have for that one. Let's see what is the chat saying. Oh, everybody's trying to throw a Meek Mill freestyle on every beat. Okay, cool. Real quick, let's try to see if we can. We got 1 minute for that. All right, so let's jump into this next one real quick. Let me just put this back to default. We're good. All right, so this is from Graham, and it looks like it's called On You. I'm going to download that. Okay, cool. All right, so this one, we just want general mixing feedback. This one's a little longer. Alexa said, I don't know Meek Mill had so many fans. All right, let's give this one a listen. We'll get some overall mix feedback here for Graham.
girl, I don't need a break. Man, I see this girl, she look amazing. See a 10 out of 10 out of 8. And I wanna take it down, I'm not playing. So I took my shot, then I said, damn baby girl, tell me what your name is. And I really wanna know your age. Just don't tell me that you are underage. And then she told me that her name is Felicia. Then baby, you sound like a keeper. I tell her, baby, just tell me if you're single. She said, boy, I'm ready to mingle. I said, baby, when you leave, show me a signal. And that's when we vibing, we feeling, we kissing. Come away, baby. I just wanna take our sexy time. I wanna take my time on you tonight. I wanna take my time on you tonight. Baby, let me take my sexy time. I wanna take my time on you tonight. I wanna take my time on you tonight. I just wanna take my sexy time. My time. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. Baby, let me take my sexy time. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. I just wanna, baby, I just wanna go with the pace. Baby girl, why you making all them faces? Cause I be hitting you in the right place. And you know there's love and make you crazy. With me, there's the in-between breaks. Put it back down, baby, let me break it. Girl, I love the way you taste. So you know I had to put my face. I just wanna take a sexy time. I wanna take my time on you tonight. I wanna take my time on you tonight. Baby, let me take my sexy time. I wanna take my time on you tonight. I wanna take my time on you tonight. I just wanna take my sexy time. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. Baby, let me take my sexy time. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. I wanna spend it all on you tonight. I just wanna.
All right, cool. I felt like the mix is actually well balanced, like volume wise. I think this little like 2.5K boost on the overall song kind of adds like that little kind of modern forwardness and shine. I boosted the sides just a little bit up here in like the 10K region, which kind of like gives a little bit more lushness on the side and kind of separates the musical parts from the vocal just a tiny bit. The one thing I would say is like when that sub bass comes in, everything fills out great. When it's not playing and it's just like that kind of West Coast synth bass, that synth bass, you could try, like I feel like I want to hear that like more round. I think I don't know if you have UAD plugs or not, but that Moog XL plug, try that on that synth bass, that like West Coast sounding synth bass. And I think that'll probably make that part, because that part's like a big part of the record. I feel like that'll make that sound like a little bit more shiny, a little more expensive sounding, and cut through to kind of like get the feeling out of that just a little bit more. But otherwise, like volume balancing, I felt like the vocals were sitting in the right pocket in there. This little boost in the 2.5K brought the vocals out a little bit, but it also brought the clap out a little bit, or the snare. And so I feel like you could probably get away with this on both of those, maybe not on the music, but put this on the drum bus and maybe add, something similar to the vocal. But otherwise, I think it sounded really good. Really good. They're saying, how long are we live for? We've got probably enough for one more, maybe two. Maybe two.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, depends. Okay, so one. All right, so up next is, I don't know how to pronounce this quite well. I don't know if it's featuring Ben AM. I'm not really sure, but
Benom.
yes, Benom. Maybe that's what it is.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I don't know.
All right.
So yes, and basically said, any general mix notes on the back half, should I add more lyrics or just leave it as a little repetitive lyrical situation? He said, and any general mix notes.
Okay, cool. So let's give it a play. So this file is an MP4 file. So just so you know, this is, for me, this is gonna sound a little more compressed than what the wave would sound like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's give this. I'm sorry, Anya, remind me one more time what.
Oh, the feedback.
It's a mixed
Yeah.
mixed feedback, and then it was to see if we need to add more vocals.
Oh no, they're trying to time him out. He's trying to comment, and then the Nightbot.
Nightbot,
is like, come on, Nightbot, be nice.
Benom,
All right.
Benom in the Nightbot fight right now. Sound like a Batman sequel.
Yeah, you guys just don't post too quickly. I know he didn't know that, but 'cause it'll just Nightbot will just it's just crazy. Anyway, so any general mix notes on the back half? They said, should I add more lyrics or just leave it as a little repetitive lyrical situation? And then he just said, and any general mix notes.
Okay, perfect. Let's give this a gander.
He said, I'll switch to IG. No, you're good, man. Okay.
In this perfect moment, may as well be in those clouds. I know that I can hold it forever, so just lay with me now. In this perfect moment, will this suddenly less loud? Time is given and it's golden together. So can we wait until we're found? Kiss me softly, kiss me sweet. Your warm memory, it plays on repeat. Loving you, loving you, loving you. Girl, you may as well be the cool breeze that rustles ever so gently through the trees. Loving you is so easy, so easy. Loving you is so easy. Loving you is so easy. Loving you is so easy. It's so easy. Loving you, loving you, loving you, loving you.
All right, good job, good job. I don't think that it needs more vocals. I think the vocals sound a little washy to me with the verb, and the whole mix itself feels a little digital to me. If you see like this peak right here at 2400, that's like where that guitar pluck keeps stabbing through, and every time it stabs through right there, it overpowers the vocal. I would probably add the mix itself needs some warmth. You can see on the curve here, like normally like this low end part would be more up here towards 0, which is what I'm hearing. It just sounds digital because there's not a lot of warmth. I think you can get away with adding some more warmth to the guitar. I felt like the kick sounded good when it came in. The only thing is, so like, I think it's this section right here. So like where the kick comes in right there with the snare, like there's no hi-hat, there's no percussion or anything. So I feel like right there's a moment where you could add something like a hi-hat to kind of build some energy and add a little bit more movement to the record, a little more rhythm in that part. And it'll also be a good contrast to where when this change up happens right here, it'll sound like the record goes to a different level emotionally. And then over here,
Oh, he also said you cut it off right before the biggest part. He said, can't lie. He said, but yeah, definitely appreciate it.
yeah, I think just something as simple as like some hats or something right there, like will just make that feel so much more energetic. And then the contrast will feel like a bigger moment in the record. And then towards the end over here, when the drums and stuff drop out, like I would like to hear, it sounds like there's some keys and the guitar playing at the same time, but they just play together through the whole thing. I feel like in that section right there where the drums drop out and we're now on like a B part of the record, you could probably experiment with maybe cutting the guitar there and making like the keys the main focus in that section and kind of give a different vibe, and it'll kind of feel like a little like a cool down kind of thing from when the drums were in there, and it looks like the drums come back, so it'd be kind of cool to have like this section be a little bit more different and a little bit it's already chill because the drums aren't there, but if it was just the piano, it would make it feel more intimate there, and then come back in with the guitar and the drums towards the end here, I think would be cool.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Because you said this was an MP4 format. So how does that change the sound right here? Like what we're hearing?
It's just a more compressed file. So it's like you have a WAV file and then you get an MP3 and that's more compressed than a WAV, and then an MP4 is even more compressed than that. So like you lose like a little bit of it feeling a little more forward or a little bit cleaner. But I don't think that that's like why the low end isn't, like you can see in the frequency spectrum, like the low end is damn near as loud as like where the vocals are. And you know, our human ears hear this range better, so usually the bass needs to be louder to kind of feel like it's hitting at the same volume to our ears. But I also think that would add the warmth that I want to hear in the record to make it feel a little more analog. It doesn't have to be completely analog, but usually adding that warmth is what starts to make records feel like they're a little bit more professional. Just because everybody starts nowadays like in a digital workstation, so it's easy for things to sound digital, and I think the challenge is trying to get a mix in the box to sound like it went through some sort of analog gear. That, and then just like the vocals beyond the verb washiness, they don't sound over processed in the sense of like the compression is like bogging down on everything. It just sounds a little over processed, like the 6K range ish, 3 to 6K. Just sounds a little like a little fried, not like super harsh, but just like digitally processed. And I usually want the processing to kind of be like you don't hear it, like it doesn't take my attention away. It's like I know the processing's there, but it's not in the way, you know.
Okay. So this is the last one, or are we doing one more? Up to you.
Yeah, let's do one more.
It's ironic what this person said, because I was gonna choose them. I'll choose them still, even though they said something in IG. Well, we got you. We got you posted, though.
Anya's calling people out. What happened?
You're the one I actually chose, but
Ben, you say when I say fried like distortion. Kind of like distortion, but not distortion in the sense of like something's clipping a channel. It almost sounds like if you've ever had like a singer that like projects really loud, or a rapper that projects really loud and they're too close to a microphone, like a C800, you'll hear their voice like it's too much for the capsule. And like you'll see on your meters, like, oh, I have 10 dB of headroom. There's no clipping, but it still sounds like distortion kind of. And that's from like the vocal overpowering the capsule of the mic, or in your processing of the vocal, you might have accentuated like a high shelf too much, and then with your compression try to smooth it out, and you could just hear the tone of it. Like it's not like super crackly like, you know, clip stuff is. It's like it sounds like almost like oversaturated in that frequency range. Yeah, see, yeah, it's almost like they're sent through an amp. So yeah, it has kind of like a grainy, like kind of vibe to it. It's not necessarily like, oh, that's clipping. It's just like it's got a grainy vibe to it. And I think with the grainy vibe being up in the high mids and not having a lot of warmth to it just makes it sound more pronounced in the mix than if you had like some warm elements that were kind of like hugging the vocal a little bit and kind of smoothing out the balance between the top end information and the low end information. All right, so Anna, you said we have one more.
Yeah, so we have one more from Instagram. And
Okay.
he was basically participating a lot in the chat from the very beginning, and that
Nice.
is Clee Proof Reading.
Okay, cool. Downloading this real quick. This is going to be the last one for today. We will be back next Monday as usual, 3 p.m. Same bat time, same bat channel.
And I apologize, y'all. I'm not trying to hold up time by asking a question. You know, it's Curtis's decision on how he wants to explain when I ask a question. But I just wanted to know because, you know, that could be something really important for everybody to know when it comes to the MP4 format and, you know, how that might affect the sound and what we hear, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, we do it every week. So submit every week. And then y'all keep showing up and keep showing out. You know, we'll just start extending the show to be longer than an hour so that we can get more people reviewed. You know, this is our fourth one, I believe,
Yeah, I
Anya?
think so. So yeah, don't stop. You know, just keep showing up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow Instagram. You know where to go to. Y'all here. Y'all know.
Yeah. Like let's keep building this community, and then you know, we'll be forced to extend these sessions to longer than an hour, and we'll just keep going up. Appreciate all the love, everybody showing up. I love to, you know, talk game, especially with other engineers. It's not always that engineers get to do that. So y'all know you be nerding out with people that don't do music and they just stare at you with a blank face. So it's fun to really get into this stuff and dive in and really try to get feedback from everybody, even the feedback in the chat. Like y'all are, you know, helping everybody else out. They're helping you out. Like it's a great thing. 2080 NT always prefer Wave over MP3. Obviously, we can still give notes, but yeah, the Wave is the better option there.
The wave is the wave.
Derek Brady said, "Just be glad they don't charge you to submit." You might be onto something, buddy. No, I'm just joking. I'm just fucking with you. All right, so I'm sorry, Anya. This notes for this record.
Just basically overall feedback.
Okay, perfect. And so mix, song, all that.
Yeah, just overall. Like usually that's like overall mixed feedback. I mean, I'll read in the chat if he has anything more to say, but that's all he put was overall feedback.
That's cool. We gonna give all the feedback necessary.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Clee Proofreading. Something funny.
Yeah. Sitting out inside, I'm standing firm, the sun is shining harshly. All the chemicals that I put in my flesh, it keep me glossy. Hourglass, I knocked it over, know that every second is costly. Praying to Yeshua, can you sever these demons off me? Agony whenever go conscious, took a knee from the blow. Bonded it with the art, feel it, hear it in every flow. Say they blowing like fossils, my stream is deep in the cove, and I never seen it as depth. You know spirits don't decompose, these cigarillos stuff of weed, man, it's hard to change how I'm feeling. It's okay, I make them pay for every beating hand at the niggas. Ocean shipping, hard condition service, wondering if God will listen. Chains and shackles, break our back, preach and conquer with false religion. Truly a metaphase, still struggle with secular ways. Till I wonder why my sisters and brothers fighting with plagues. Yeshua guided me, now I know the one and true Elohim. He told me it's no lie that I came upon Deuteronomy. Honestly, I'm truly grateful for the way they down and they doubted me. Self-esteem is low, so now I feel like I could do anything. I credit my success to the angel, now I can finally see. Chase responsibility so you can be all you can be. Got another flow forming, hoping to steer the globe. Allegory of Moses, knowing freeing folks is a bumpy road. Probably enough subscribing, I'm writing till I just decompose. Jules, I got no lie, we have similar properties, same as cold. My pants playing catalyst, invoke the ghost when I'm holding a pen. Would you believe that I'm not even writing these lines, feel I'm fading again? Treacherous life surrounded by sin inside box of my jeans. Peace I'm reaching, isolating up top with my kin. Surely I will give my life for you. Through recorders, I promise I'm never bidding this mic I do. Until I'm out of time and the psychodelic come and cycle through. With this shit we pushing for, whatever L it be the crew. Go KO, Swave, whatever my nigga Kudada in Kalam. Lil Yummy, Peasy Edge, hold up, still going down the line. My nigga Lil Veldrick, that's the money, he has some oils on the side. Who am I? A timid boy who enjoys scrubbing all the time.
All right. I like that delay that rings out.
So he just wanted. So Clee basically said, "I didn't make the beat, just the lyrics."
Yeah, I saw that you said that. I'm gonna assume that this beat is a 2-track. In
I was
general.
wondering about that. I've just been trying to learn more about that. Okay.
Yeah. So there is a bass line in here. You have to like really listen to hear it. I don't know if they just like kept whatever bass line was maybe in the sample and just like ran with it. But it's really just all kick, like the bass, like you can't really hear. If you were able to get stems, I would say probably rebalance the beat out a little bit. Vocally, so the vocals were a little bright, a little digital sounding to me. They could probably, do some surgical EQ to kind of get those to fit a little bit better. As far as like from an artistry standpoint, like from the jump, it's just like go, 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 like lyric, 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 lyric. And you're spitting on there. It's just without like a hook section or a section that like breathes. Like your traditional hip hop fans and stuff that are, into ciphers and things are going to rock with it for sure. The average listener, if you're trying to expand your fan base, will probably need something a little, a portion of the song or a segment of the song that kind of like breaks up that cadence. But yeah, you're gassing on there. I think at times it feels like this song could have been like lyrics could have been written and then just tried to be performed on this beat and not necessarily written to the beat. And that's fine. Like I know a lot of people that do that as well. Just make sure when you're writing to the beat, or if that is the case where you wrote this beforehand and then placed it on this beat or performed it on this beat, either recite a bunch so that you can kind of figure out how to like deliver certain words or bars to feel a little bit more personal. The bars at times, and because there's no like break in like the gas, the bars start to feel in sections like not like you're reading off a paper, but more like I need to fit all these words of this bar in this bar because that's how I wrote it. And I feel like with songwriters, a big skill is being able to reword your bars or reword your phrases to kind of swing in the beat a certain way. And so you learn how to sacrifice certain bars to keep the meaning of your bar, but have it like swing in the record a little bit more. At times it's like in this record, at times it sounds like the focus is like the bar, getting the bar out, and not necessarily like the delivery meshing with the production 100%. And then yeah, with the vocal situation, it just sounds a little bright. It could have been like some, I don't know, I could be wrong, but it sounds like there's like some CLA vocals going on in that. And CLA, I don't knock the CLA plug, like the vocals plug and all that. I actually use that a bunch on ad-libs when you want like those big verby kind of yelling ad-libs. I like to use that. Just keep in mind that if you are using a CLA vocals thing, it tends to mess with the phase a little bit. So when you over process through a CLA plugin, it usually comes out sounding more digital like this, where it's a little less clean of a signal, a little less solid of a signal. So yeah, I think the vocals could be smoothed out a little bit. Let me see if we can target maybe some exact frequencies.
It's deep in the cold, but I never seen it as depth. You know, spirits don't decompose. These cigarillos stuff of weed, man, it's hard to change how I'm feeling. Shipping hard condition service, one of them gotta listen. Chains and shackles, break our back, preach and conquer with false religion. Truly a metaphase, still struggle in secular ways. Till I wonder why my sisters and brothers fighting with plagues. Yeshua guided me, now I know the one and true Elohim. He told me for the way they down and they doubted me. Self-esteem is low, so now I feel like I could do anything. I credit my success to the angel, now I can finally see.
Yeah, so even just those two little moves kind of smoothed out the vocals a little bit for me. Where am I at? Like, this is at 5,700. This is at almost 10K. And when I solo it, you could hear like the kind of like the harshness that's going on in those vocals. And I think a lot of this has to do with I think I brought this up maybe last stream. When you boost top end on the vocal to get the shine or to get it to cut through the mix the way you want it to cut, it's usually with like a shelf. So like if you were, boosting something, it'd be something like this, and it brings up a lot of the frequencies that you want to hear that you're going for, but in doing so, it can also bring up frequencies, like specific frequencies that don't need to come up. And so when you boost something with a shelf, you might need to go back in with some more surgical, thinner bandwidth cuts on specific frequencies to pull those back down to where they were and only let the high frequencies that you want to shine.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm curious though. Was I right? Did they hit back and say it was a 2-track beat?
Oh, I actually didn't see a response to that. Maybe you right was a response to that, or maybe what you just said. I'm not exactly sure. But
Yeah, I see 28 ENT put reverb calculator needed. If anybody's wondering what that means, you don't even really need a reverb calculator. This goes for delay or anything, but you can do math and figure out the exact delay times, the reverb times. Like I know with delay plugs, you could just attach it to the tempo and then go quarter note and it'll do it for you. With reverb, it doesn't really do that. But yeah, you can do math and figure out like the exact timing based on what the tempo of the record is. I'm not like super huge in doing that, only because maybe just because I've been mixing for so long that sometimes being a little too dead on makes a mix sound a little sterile. Not like it's bad, like it'll be clean and everything will be fine. But a lot of times I find that records from a sonic standpoint are remembered because of the imperfections that sound good. So I usually like to do mine by ear, but you can tell like if the tail of your reverb is super long and you're on like a faster tempo record where like the delivery is faster, the tail is going to start bleeding into the following words because they're speaking faster than the tail's ending. So I usually try to boost the tail to like where you think like, okay, I can hear this. This is a cool vibe, and then start trying to pull back on it until it keeps the same vibe, but doesn't like disappear. And I think that's like people say that do that with verbs and delays anyway. You could like turn your monitors down super low, and if you can still hear the reverb and delays like super pronounced, you probably need to back off just like a tiny bit. But yeah, I think with effects like that, you want to push them further than they're supposed to go so you can hear what's going on, and then slowly dial them back until they like lock in with the mix.
now he said he wrote it for another beat and used it for this one. I don't know.
Right. That's what I mentioned. That's
Yeah. Oh, that's what. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah. That's what I meant. That's what it sounded like. And I only know like when I hear stuff like that, I know because I was a tracking engineer for so long / vocal producer.
That's tailored to that sound, right?
Yeah, because it's like and a lot of songwriters will tell you the same, but like you come up with your best stuff when you're just out in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like you might be in the car listening to somebody else's song, but it inspires you to start freestyling, and then you just start kicking some like cool ass shit, and you're like, cool, let me write this down, and you want to capture that, and so then you go try to find like, okay, where can I fit this for a beat that I get for my own song, and I think that's great because you get the cleverness of the bars, you get all that, all your message, everything you want to say. It's just,
I think.
yeah, it's just about like, so then when you go and you try to place it on a beat, there's going to be bars or where
Or the drop is like here and someone's there.
yeah, or like you got to breathe, right? Like
Yeah.
and
It doesn't make sense.
yeah, like maybe this tempo was like a little bit faster than what you wrote it to, and so like now
Certain sounds are tailored a certain way. I think it can hit like having a certain effect or hit a certain way, but if you miss that mark because now your mark hits over there, then then that's
yeah
that.
yeah, it's like it's like trying to figure out how to rephrase a bar. It's like, oh, I have 4 too many words, so I have to rush through this to get this bar done before the next bar. And it's like you could probably take out some words and replace 4 words with 1 word that allows the bar to come across the same way in the same context, um, but it fits the beat better. So I'm all for, writing these lyrics outside of stuff if that's where your inspiration comes from. Just try to master being able to adjust some of those bars to fit the record you're trying to put them on.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, he said, "Why am I most creative when operating a vehicle?" And bro, I literally the best place is the car, and it's always that way. And I think it's because you're not like overthinking shit because you're paying attention to the road. So everything that's like coming to your head or everything you're freestyling is kind of like not forced, not rushed. Like it's just kind of everything kind of locks in. Um, so yeah, it's that's one of the toughest things to do. I used to know artists that just would drive around with a voice recorder and freestyle to whatever beat they're freestyling, and then when they go to make that record, they try to match the tempo or they try to match like the drum rhythm and then produce everything else around it, and then the actual like freestyle the way you did it originally will fit easier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you are going this route, like figure out whatever you wrote this to, figure out whatever that BPM is, and then if you're going to search for beats for that song, try to find beats in a similar BPM, so like your timing and stuff doesn't get thrown off by like, oh, when I wrote this, I was able to breathe right there, so it allowed me to like deliver this a little bit more confidently.
Yeah, better be sit in a pocket, like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's easy to breaths, like knowing when to breathe and when not to breathe, and giving yourself time to breathe is a whole nother art form in itself. So
Yeah. Like y'all say transients, I'd look at things too vocally, like accenting certain things, emphasizing, or just different things with words. So,
yeah,
yep.
like yeah, different inflections and things with
Inflections. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, all right. Well, that's the last one we're gonna do for today.
Yes. Thank you so much, y'all, for showing up this
Yeah,
evening.
yeah. Thanks everybody for coming out. I'm a little disappointed in the lack of pizza, but no,
Bacon pancakes. Let me
but
stop.
I but
Drop a bacon
I
pancake
got
emoji.
I got my pizza, so I'm good. But yeah, we'll be back next week on Monday.
Yes.
You can submit on Monday to thecartestlive.com. Uh,
Cartestlive.com. That's where you can submit your music. Yeah, you could definitely do that. So Mondays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where you can head to thecartestlive.com, submit your music for a chance to receive feedback from Curtis. Just participate in the chat. Bring good vibes, only good vibes. Please don't spam, or the Nightbot is gonna get you.
yeah, the Nightbot will get you right. Let me tell you. But
I don't
also,
do it. The Nightbot coming my bad.
right, exactly. Also, yeah, let's just keep going up. More people come in, more submissions come in.
Subscribe
Um,
to the YouTube channel.
yeah, then we can
Follow
we can
IG.
we can start extending. In the future, we can start extending the show maybe a little longer, so we can get some more submissions and more feedback in for everybody. So keep showing up. We really appreciate all the support.
Yeah, we love to hear it. It's great. You guys show a lot of love and we learn a lot. Everybody learns from each other, so it's good. Each one teach one to reach one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Each one teach one.
Yes. And on that note, I hope y'all have a great evening. Take care, y'all. Much love. Y'all know where to.
Oh, real quick, Elias, I see. Yeah, for the next one, you have to resubmit. We just do the submissions
Yes.
every Monday, so everybody has
Yeah.
a fair
Just
shot.
good to start. Yeah, fresh start from scratch. Because a lot of people, they start updating their tracks or doing something different. So it's just best to just have a restart every week.
Yep.
So,
So
yep.
make sure you in there submitting
Yes.
early, so we can, and then be in the chat. Be in the
Yes.
chat, because if you're not in the chat, we it's hard to critique because you're not there to hear what we're saying. So
Also, if y'all can make it clear, like when you're entering, like putting information in, like your name, just make sure like it's a name that we can track on the platform as well, because we're looking for you. So like if your name is something else, blue, and then your name out on the YouTube is like yellow, we won't know. So
right.
it's difficult.
Yep.
So yeah, so that's just something to keep in mind. And where it says, I want to be clear. There was something I noticed where it says where are you streaming from. That doesn't mean like where do you stream your music from. It just means like where are you streaming from, as far as hearing engineers, like what platform are you listening from. So I just wanted to make that clear as well. So yes, but on that note, thank you guys. The cartestlive.com. We now riding out. Vroom, vroom.
All right, thank y'all. Yeah, let's do the.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah. All right,
Bye, y'all.
we out here. Bye, y'all. Thank you again.
thank you.